We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Had some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. No. You know, you got like a 2 hour limit per. No. They didn't cut me off. Like, you got a 2 hour limit per Instagram live, and I was already at 2 hours. But I'll continue to where I left off at. Like I was saying, most lyrical MCs was filled with nothing. Like you said, all carbs, right? There was nothing in there to really grasp. So, like I was saying earlier, we will not compare Tupac to Biggie Smalls. We will not even put them in the same category because they both serve two different purposes. Now, as I grew, and as I grew as a person, I started to really alter what I listened to as a person, right? And not only did I alter what I listened to as a person, not only when I started to alter what I listened to as a person, I started to see changes in my surroundings. I started to see changes in my surroundings. I started to see I had the ability to control my surroundings. I started to feel more happier. I started to grow. I started to be a more happier person in general. Just based off what I heard. Just based off the shit I listened to. Just based off how I grew as a person. I started to change. And not only did I start to change, I started to be friends with people who also thought how I thought. What I attracted became my surroundings, right? You know what Willie B told me yesterday? I was talking to Willie B, and that nigga Willie B said, "Day, you got some of the most amazingest fans. I've never," because you know Will B, he be like, you know, peeping all of this shit. And he was like, "Yo, I never seen fans like yours." Right? He was like, "Yo, I never seen fans like yours. Like, never. Like, you got like," he was like, "Nigga, you got fans that like," he was like, no, he said, "Your fans are free." It's like, you got free fans, like fans that like are open to everything. Like, they see everything, they grasp, they willing to learn. They not stuck in a box. They don't care. You are creating a like Zion. It's like your fans are like Zion people. Like, where they don't care about none of the fictitious shit. Like, and I'm just like, damn, I really didn't think about it. It's like, dog, you doing something that like nobody doing. Like, you creating a real world of people. And I was like, damn, I never thought about that. And then I start really looking at y'all, right? I start really paying attention to some of y'all, because I'm actually very close to some of y'all. Like, some of y'all on here, like, we talk outside of rap. Some of y'all in the 30 Squad groups, we talk about shit that's beyond rap. Some of y'all came from Periscope. Some of y'all just now figuring out who I am live. But I am most definitely creating a world of people who think how I think, and people that I think how they think. I'm creating an entire different perspective, right? So I'm starting to tell myself, and Will was like, "Yo, your fans is like deep." And I was like, "Will, I don't have fans. I don't have fans at all." What up, bro? Hey, y'all, that's my big brother right there, David X5 Campbell. That's my older brother. That boy is a problem. And when y'all think that I'm just some shenanigans, y'all need to understand what my big brothers are. One of my big brothers from Peblos, my other big brother from Grape. That's what I had to look up to. I'm crazy. I have the blood of crazy niggas. But I'm trying to change, though, for the better. Back to what I was saying. Hey, what's up, man? Good morning. You just woke up? All right. But what I was saying prior, right? No, that's my actual real big brother. Like that's my oldest brother. What up, Kiki? But no, what I was saying is I don't have fans no more. I don't think I have fans. And even when people come in here and tell me I'm your fan, I tell them I don't want you to be my fan. I don't want fans. I don't want people that are only here because I'm hot. Right? That's why they call them fans, because they come when you hot. I don't want fans. I don't want groupies. I don't want fans. I don't want none of that. I'm trying to create a world of people who think like-minded. I want to create a world of friends. I don't want fans. I am not on here looking for fans. I am not on here looking for people to stroke my ego. Don't come on here telling me how much you fuck with me or how much you worship me or how much you... I don't care about that. I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to create friends, dog. I want it to the point to where if you in a fucked up situation, you could call me. I'm in a fucked up situation, I could call you. Like, I want thinkers. I want people. Dog, I don't want y'all to look at me and go, yeah, Daylyt is at the last level of consciousness, so I'm going to follow him. I don't want to be a leader. I want to be a learner. There's something that y'all niggas know that I don't know. And there's something that I might know that y'all don't know. It's things that I can learn from y'all. It's called a collective consciousness. 4 brains is better than 1, dog. So there's things that y'all may know that I don't know. And there's things that I may know that you don't know. But we all have to learn. For example, black people will never understand white people until you have white friends. You can't understand them until you understand who they are as a person. And when you get cool white people that really break this shit down. Like, I have actual white friends that we actually sit down and talk about how this shit happened, how it started. What happened? What is the problem? You feel me? So my thing is, like I said, I don't want fans, dog. Like, I don't want fans, dog. I want friends. Right? Friends, actual people I could call, talk to, shit like that. Friends. Because I'm from a neighborhood to where I didn't really have friends. I had homies. Homies don't mean you friends. The homie will fire on your shit in a heartbeat. Do something out of line. I had homies. I ain't had too many friends. I had homies. Homies will rob you. Homies see opportunity. Ain't too many people you could call on when you really need shit. Ain't too many people you could call on. How many homies? If you, like, you know how many homies I got? If I was like, hey, what you doing today, cuz? They'd be like, shit, nothing, nigga, about to smoke one. Shit, what you got up? Oh, all right, look, cuz, nigga, I'm about to go to the library real quick. You want to come with your boy to the library? I don't know nobody in my, like, well, I know I got some friends now, but I'm talking about prior. And these are people that I grew up with. I don't know not one nigga that'll actually come to me with the library and read all day. Not one. Not one. So I don't want no more homies. I don't want no more fans. Right? I want people that think and want to grow mentally the way I want to grow. Like, for example, a lot of my brothers and sisters, you got to understand, they know how I was, right? These are my brothers and sisters, like, and I'm talking about my immediate sisters. They know how I used to act. I ain't even used to talk. I remember my big brother came and picked me up. This was like, nigga, like 95 or some 90s. My big brother came and picked me up. He had a BMW. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. My big brother is on there right now. He came in. My big brother had it, bro. I ain't gonna front. Big bro, I ain't know if I never told you this, but I remember that day like it was yesterday. I used to be like, yo, my big brother is lit. Nigga, I didn't know what my big brother did. I'm like, nigga, this nigga in the NFL or something, because I know my brother's playing football. But remind you, I didn't talk as a child. I was a quiet kid, like super quiet. So I remember, nigga, my big brother, like, nigga, I'm coming to get you. Nigga came and got me in a drop top Benz. I mean, no, a drop top BMW, right? Drop top BMW. Nigga, I'm in the passenger seat. Like, damn, nigga, nigga, my brother. Oh, nigga. But I didn't say a word, nigga. In my heart, I was happy to the motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, my brother. Oh, nigga, my brother lit. Nigga. This nigga got millions. Nigga, my brother lit. But the more of it is to say, right? Come here, right? The more of it is to say, I didn't speak, right? I grew, all my brothers and sisters know when I was a child, I was quiet. I didn't speak. I very rarely said shit. I don't even think I said a single word the whole time I was in the car with my brother. And my sisters would tell you. They'll tell you, man, growing up in the house, I never spoke, dog. I stayed in my room. I never came out my room. Nothing. Like, and when I did come out the room, like, I see all my mom and them laughing. They all talking about shit. I'm out of here. I walk right past. I'm going to the projects. I'm going to play basketball at the elementary school or whatever, right? I didn't speak. So for me to be this talkative now, and for me to be someone that y'all look at as a spokesperson, right? It's amazing to some of my family members to even see me be able to articulate the way I can, right? Some of my sisters and brothers and sisters be looking at me like, damn. Like, for example, I had a show the other day. I brought my big brother on stage, my other big brother on stage. And big bro looked at me and was like, damn, little bro, like, you really good with words now. Like, because my big bro know, dog, I didn't talk. I didn't say nothing coming up. I was a super introvert, dog. I didn't say nothing coming up. So my big bro was just looking at me like, dang, this little scary ass quiet nigga now is like the most outspokenest nigga in the world now. But what helped me was creating my scenario, right? So I learned something about the homies in the hood, and I learned something about my people, my homies, right? Because I don't want to use the word friends. I learned something about the homies. Where we grow up at, there is a limited amount of words, right? I had to calculate this. On a typical day in Watts, you're only going to use about 300 words total, right? This is a typical day in Watts, right? And I'm going to explain to you the conversation of a typical conversation in Watts. You come outside. Hey, what's the deal, fool? What's the deal? Shit. Man, on young, the nigga yesterday, look, the nigga came over, the nigga's talking shit. On young. What's wrong with him? Weird ass nigga. So look, the nigga was talking shit. I bust the bitch by the metro, right? God, I got her number, took her back to the house, bam, trimmed her, wham, 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 wham. Kicked the bitch out. Yeah, the nigga was talking shit. I had to fuck over the nigga. Oh, yeah, what's wrong with him? All right, that's it.
Mommy said,
that's it. That's it. That was the end of the story. That's it. That's the most words you getting. Ain't no more. Yes, Mom. You need me to massage your back? Your big old whale back? But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm from an area where conversation was extremely limited. And it was limited because there was no reason to use more words of communication. There was no reason to communicate in any other fashion. Right? What's up, Zayda?
It's with the green bag is by the yada.
Right? So, on the flip side, hey, Royal, take your butt in the living room, man. Oh, you want to come in there? You want your back rubbed too? Royal.
Go to the living room.
Living room, Royal. Hey, go get in your bed in the living room. Go. I should take him down. Hold on, let me take him down real quick. I'll be right back. Come on. Let's go so you don't use the bathroom. Come on, Royal. Come on.
Doesn't have to use it.
I still don't want him to use it in the house. Come on.
He doesn't have to.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Come on. Hold on real bit. Real quick. Oh, he doesn't have to use it. This nigga came and took it. He doesn't have to use it. Nigga came and took a mega boo-boo. He doesn't have to use it. Nigga, what the hell is that? Dookie. Nigga, I know my dog. Whenever that nigga comes stand right by my leg, and he sit right by my leg, I know he got a doo-doo. That nigga be having that doo-doo face like. Come on. Come on, no, we're not going to the dog park. You got a show today, sir. You have a dog show today, sir, so you need to be chilled out for the dog show. Hey, come on. House. Come here. Come on, we're going to the house. Go. I'm not. He doesn't have to use it. He's okay. Nah, I know that. Come on. But back to what we were saying. So, now I've become this person to where not only have my people skills grown, my conversational skills grown, my vocabulary has grown to a maximum or a minimum of maybe 12,000 words a day. Come on. Yeah, I'm coming to the show. Come on. You talking about the San Bernardino? Yeah, I'm coming to the show today. San Bernardino, the show in San Bernardino. Come on. All right, two things I gotta do. What do you want to eat, Zayden? Real quick. All right. Here I come, babe. Hold on. You want the cinnamon rolls and Nutella? Huh? Zayden, come here. Zayden, come here. Pause it. Come here.
What?
Come on.
Mom said I could walk.
I know, you could. But what I'm saying is you have to tell me what you want for breakfast. Cinnamon rolls and Nutella?
I said no.
All right, what do you want then?
No.
Cereals?
It doesn't make me feel.
All right, well, what do you want?
I don't know.
Applesauce?
Applesauce, we don't even have it.
I think we have more applesauce.
No, we don't have that much.
Grilled cheese?
I don't know what I want.
You really have to think about what you want, man. How you gonna say you're hungry but you don't know what you want?
I want.
Pancakes?
I said I want
What?
cinnamon bread with whipped cream.
All right. You want Nutella or no?
No.
All right. You know what's crazy though? That shit smell good. I mean, I want one of these too. Shit. You know what's crazy though? One thing I can say about my life, is yeah, I'll be there. One thing I did, I can say about my life, and it's one of the most valuable aspects of my life. Cold game, yeah, I'll be there. It's one of the most valuable aspects about my life is my dad. My dad played an important role in my life. Although he wasn't there for a long period of time, he played an important role in my life. It is extremely important role in my life. One thing my dad always stood on, regardless of what happened in his life, one thing my dad always stood on was the simple fact: take care of the scenario. Right? When I was younger, my mom didn't work at all. My dad did everything. My dad wouldn't even let my mom take the trash out. My dad did everything. Right? I'll never forget that. I never forget that. Never. I never forget that. And I'll tell you one thing my dad said. Because my dad, he used to drive the Sparklets truck. Remember Sparklets water? My dad used to drive the Sparklets truck. And I remember this like it was yesterday. My dad said, he said, son, it's about water. Everything is about water. You have to treat everything like water. Right? Without water, there is nothing. Without water, there is nothing. He's always telling me that. And when I was young, I didn't really understand it. Like, what do you mean without water, there's nothing? It's like when you get older, you're going to understand that it's water. Everything is water-based. Right? It's like I learned a lot about water since I've been working here. And I learned that water is essential for the planet. Water. Right? Now, back then, you feel me? I was like, nigga, my daddy crazy. Nigga talk about water. The fuck? The fuck? Water? Nigga, out of all the shit in the world, water? Now, this what fucked me up. What fucked me up the most is that he said, but what you got to understand about water is all water ain't real. Right? My dad used to have these conversations. I'm like, what the? First you tell me that everything is about water. But remind you, I didn't tell him this. But in my head, I'm like, yo, first you tell me that everything is about water. Then you tell me that all water ain't real. What the fuck are you talking about, Pops? Now you got to understand my pop. The way he talked, you got to understand. First of all, let me tell you. It's about water. But all the water ain't real. You hear me, Newbie? Remind you, my name is Newbie. He used to call me Newbie. Newbie, listen. All the water ain't real. Oh, you know, don't put water on red. That's the water. Oh, just get yourself some water. Come on over here. Get yourself some water. So I'm like, yo, what the hell you talking about, dog? What the fuck are you talking about, daddy? Look, my brother crying because he know how my daddy is. I'm like, daddy, what the fuck you talking about? He's like, man, since I learned and I've been working at this water, you know, they said they got purified water, they got the unpurified water, they got spring water, they got the tap water, they got the water with this in it. And he said a valuable word that I didn't really perceive back then. He said, see this water right here? Remind you, he had, you remember the 5-gallon, the little 5-gallon water things that you could fill up? So he had 3 different ones. Remind you, he had these shits in the house. It's like, see this right here? This is spring water. This right here, this is purified water. And this right here, this water has the most amount of fluoride in it. Right? He said, this is back in like what year was that? This is like 92 on some shit. Like, this is a long time ago. He said, this water right here has the most fluoride in it. Right? This water right here, the most fluoride right here. This water right here. Remind you, I'm like 4 years old. I can't process this shit. I'm probably like 3. I can't process this shit. Like, I can't. Like, it's just not processed. I'm like, fluoride? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, remind you, I'm a kid and watch, so big words was just too much for me. Fluoride? What the fuck is fluoride? Right? You're like, this water you don't want to drink. You don't want to drink this water. You drink too much of this water, you're going to be fucked up. So I'm just like, remind you, I'm a little kid. I'm not able to process this shit, y'all. That in your food is right there on the table. I'm a little kid, so I'm not able to process this shit like that. Right? Hold on, let me plug this up to the charger before this shit die. The other one doesn't have Nutella. Right? So, it's good. You need the cold. But yeah, so I'm a little kid, so I wasn't able to process none of this shit. Like, it wasn't registered in my head. It wasn't registered in my head. So I'm just like, yo, like my pops on some other shit, dog. Like, we younger, so we're taught to think like, man, all of that shit, when your family get to talking crazy shit like that, dog, that shit weird. So we're taught to shut off any type of information like that. We're just programmed. Right? So back then he was just explaining to me about different forms of water. And then he was like, see, what you got to understand is you an Aquarius. You was born in February. I made sure that I got your mama pregnant this time so she could have you in February. You special. And I'm like, back then you got to think, this nigga talking to me about water, telling me water is everything. Niggas telling me that there's different types of waters. Niggas telling me don't drink this specific type of water. I'm looking at 4 different clear bottles of water. All this shit look the same. Nigga, I've been drinking water out the water hose. Nigga, since I was born. Nigga, fuck you mean drink different type of water. Nigga, we drink out the water hose. Nigga, I might drink some sidewalk. You know, the water that run on the sidewalk. If that shit clear enough, nigga, I might get a sip. Nigga, I'm from the hood, right? So, he telling me that there's different type of waters. Then on top of that, he telling me that I'm a water baby. Right? He like, you the water baby. I made sure that you the water baby. I'm just like, yo, like, now you gotta think, I was younger. I didn't understand all of this shit, dog. I didn't understand none of this shit. I didn't understand Aquarius. I'm only 3 years old. Dog, this man is talking to me about Aquariuses and fucking alkaline water and fluoride water. He's talking to me about this shit as a child. I'm 3 years old. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Right? So shortly after that, my father got on drugs, right? Shortly after that, my father got on drugs. And over my years, I tried to understand why, right? I tried to understand why. I tried to understand why my father got on drugs. I tried to understand how could someone be so strong but fall victim to a substance such as this. And not only fall victim to the substance, but come out of it, right? If you see how far my pops went down the rabbit hole, you would tell yourself there was no coming back for him. He was literally skid row. There was no coming back for my pops at all. It was over. I seen it with my own eyes. Pops laid out on the street, baskets, shopping carts, all that. I seen it. It was no coming back. Like none. And then it happened. He came back to regular, to normal. I remember it like I was yesterday. I remember it like it's yesterday. I asked my pops, I said, yo, pops, what was it like? Like, what? Yeah, right here. What was, like, what happened? Like, cause you know, we get to the point of our lives that we try to hide shit like that, and we don't know how to talk about stuff like this. Bro, like, I'm down there about to cry right now. Like, I low-key just got teary-eyed on the low. Yo, on some real shit, my father was gone, dog, and he came back. Like, on some real shit, like, just really thinking about this.
Bro, go over there.
My father was really gone, dog. Like, he was gone, my nigga. Like, y'all don't understand being like a 4-year-old child and literally like seeing your daddy smoke crack, like seeing your daddy on the corner, like seeing your daddy just laid out, like we ain't have nothing to look up to. Like, I used to see this shit. I used to go to my grandmother's house. I really used to see my father on the ground, dog. Like, I really used to see my father, like, gone, my nigga, like, on the gone. Like, I'm talking about gone, like, to the point to where, like, he was gone. Dog, look, I'm really crying, my nigga. Look, that's a real tear right there. That's real, my nigga. That's a real tear right there, dog. My father was gone, my nigga. And, like, when I look at my father today, I'm like, yo, my dad came back, my nigga. Like, he's regular. Like, he was gone, my nigga, and he came back. He's regular. Like people don't come back from that, my nigga. You don't understand, dog. And at that moment, that let me know I had the blood of a nigga that's very strong, dog. That let me know the blood that run through my body is from a nigga that got a strong mind. My pops got a strong mind, dog. Niggas don't come back from that. They don't. My pops bounced back from that like nothing happened. Nothing. I asked my daddy, what was it like, Pops? What happened? What happened? Yo, my daddy told me some of the real... I don't even know if he ever told any of my brothers this. I don't even know if they ever asked him. I said, Daddy, what happened? So my daddy told me, bruh. He said at one point of time, once he realized what this life was all about, he lost hope. He realized there was no way out of this game. And the drugs was his only way to escape this reality of being trapped. So when we seen him laying on the corner all day, sleep, that was the most freest moments of his life. Free. We perceived him as a crackhead. We perceived him as a bum because he didn't work, or because he didn't have a job, or because he didn't care about dressing fancy or dressing nice. He said, I was free. I was free. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to wake up every morning and report to some punk ass manager. I didn't have to fucking worry about what clothes I had. I was free. I was free. I was able to leave this world. I was free. So I asked him, what made you come back? He said, I came back because I knew that I had to give hope to y'all. Because if I didn't bounce back to this matrix, if I didn't plug back in to this fucked up world, y'all wouldn't have had the hope. Right? Because I'm not going to lie. Knowing that I didn't have a father to look up to because I was so programmed, I was fucked. But seeing my father bounce back from that, it left me with a mind state that I could do anything, right? I could do anything. Like literally, if my father could come back from being a full-blooded crackhead, there is nothing in the world that I can't do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can achieve the impossible. The impossible. And my father told me I wanted to put that image in my son's eyes. I don't know who's going to get it. I don't know who's going to take it, but I want my sons to know that anything is possible. Y'all got the blood of a God. Dog, my daddy told me that. Now I had to backtrack, right? I had to really backtrack. I started looking at my grandfather, my dad. That nigga was a god, dog. My grandfather was like fucking 6'9" on some shit, 7 feet on some shit. My grandfather was a god, dog. My dad's dad was a god. That nigga was like a Nephilim or some shit, dog. My daddy has blood of a god, dog. My grandfather used to have to duck, dog. I remember this shit like it was my grandfather used to come in the house, dog, and duck his head, my nigga, to walk through the door, dog. My dad's dad was a fucking monster. Dog, then I used to look at my grandma, dog, her eyes, my nigga, dog, they was special. My grandmother, dog, she was like some special shit. Like, I'm telling you, the way she controlled our family, the way she had all the family, like the way everybody used to come to my grandmother's house for like the get-togethers, the way like it was some like. Now that I really think about it, right? I think about all my uncles, my Uncle Charlie, I think about all my uncles, and I think about like the way they maneuver, dog. Although a lot of my uncles and aunties fell victim to the system, but I look at the way we maneuver, dog. We gods, dog. We gods, dog. Dog, I really look at this shit, right? I look at my big brother, right? Let's just take my big brother right now, dog. This shit low-key got me fucked up. But look, let's just take my big brother right now. My big brother on here right now. There's been numerous times that I've got calls from my family members like, yo, your big brother not gonna make it. Dog, my big bro pulled through this shit every time, my nigga. My big bro pulled through this shit every time, dog. You know how many times they told me, yo, big, you know how many times I said in my room, like, damn, my big bro not gonna make it. My big bro pulled through this shit every time. Cause he got the blood of a fucking god, dog. It ain't his time. Dog, I look at my other big brother. He one of the most craziest niggas from Grape Street. One of the most, his name is Nut. He's a nut. His name is Nut. He is one of the most craziest niggas I've ever witnessed. My brother ain't never been shot. Or he got shot one time. He ain't never been to jail for 35 years. He's still on the street. My brother's so crazy. He from Grape Street and he lived in the Nickersons. In the middle of the beef. Dog, these niggas is gods, dog. I gotta look up to niggas who have abilities that regular niggas don't have, dog. My big brother is alive, dog. He's alive. Both of my big brothers are still here today. These niggas is gods, dog. I gotta look up to this shit. And they don't know. Like, they may think like, damn, little bro don't fuck them, dog. I watch y'all niggas and I look. I go, fuck, these niggas can make it through anything because my pops did, dog. My pops made it through the fucking bottom and these niggas make it through the bottom, my nigga. I seen this shit, dog. I seen my big brother, dog. I seen my big brothers make it, my nigga. Bruh, what I'm saying is this. I know what I am. I know what made me. I know what created me. And I know what run through my veins. So how I am and what I've become is a product of what I've seen. Although I've seen maximum negativity, I've seen the power in this shit. I see the power in this shit, dog. I look at my cousins. I look at my nephews. I look at, dog, we like dog, we come from a different trait of some shit, dog. We come from a different trait of some shit, dog. Something is different about my family. Something is different about the bloodline that runs through my family, dog. Something is extremely different. And I'm looking at the shit and I'm calculating and I'm backtracking. And I realized, dog, we're something else. We're something else, dog. We're really something else. Right? And I backtracked and I realized where we came from, what we possess, dog. So we going back to the movies, we going back to all the shit we talked about earlier. Once we realize what we are and who we are, dog, the world is endless. And I tell my brothers and sisters this, we gods, dog. We are gods. We have the blood of people who are gods, dog. We have this shit been passed down through us through lineage, dog. We are gods. We are gods. We have to look at this shit like immortals. It is us who is trapped in the slums. We are trapped in the cage. The minute you get out and you start to realize what we are, the world is unlimited. Remember, whatever, my pops told me this, dog. Whatever you put your mind to, son, you could do it. Whatever you put your mind to, you could do it. I started to think of the most wildest shit ever. Before you know it, I was in Alaska. You know what's the craziest shit? Yo, I used to sleep like in the bed with my mom and my dad. Like I didn't get out the bed till I was like 7, right? Right. My pops was like, nah, my son's sleeping with us, right? I used to sit on my dad's lap. We used to watch National Geographic. No, I was like 5, right? Cause my dad left the house when I was 5. So it's 5. So like from a baby to whatever, I was with my pops the whole time, though. I used to sit on his lap. We used to watch National Geographic for hours, bro. Like hours, my nigga. We used to watch National Geographic at least like fucking 6 hours a day. I had every DVD. He used to fucking order the DVDs for me, my nigga. Like, he used to order the DVDs for me, right? We used to sit on the couch. We used to watch these fucking Nat Geos, like, and I used to always tell my dad, like, yo, dad, I want to go there, like, and he used to always tell me, like, I don't have enough money to take you there, son. Like, I don't even think that shit's possible, but if you put your mind to it, you could do it, right? My pops used to tell me this shit. And I remember the first day that I was in Alaska, like the very first day that I went to Alaska, and I was literally sitting there looking at the place that we watched. Like as a child, like I'm sitting there looking at the place that me and my dad was watching. And he told me I could be wherever I put my mind to, my nigga. And I was there. I was there. I went to a place that we watched, and I was standing right there. Right there. And all I could tell myself is he was right. I really thought about this shit, and I thought about it so much that I am here now. I am right here in the same spot that I looked at on a VCR tape in '93. I am here because I put my fucking mind to it, dog. I didn't let shit hold me back. Nothing. I put my mind to the shit, and everything that I have put my mind to, it has came true. Everything. Every single thing that I have told myself I want, I can get it. I can get there. I have got it. I've obtained every last bit of it, dog. And this is based on the shit that my father told me. My father told me you can achieve anything you put your fucking mind to, dog. Anything. So now I get it. I get it. My father prepped us. My father showed us, dog. My father made sacrifices, showed us. He showed the boys, right? The world is yours. Just imagine it. And it's yours. All you gotta do is imagine it, dog. Literally imagine it. And it's yours. And I imagined every bit of it. And everything I've ever thought about as a child, I have obtained it. I've been there. Every location that I've seen on the videotapes, I've been there. Every single one of them.